All right, Coach, coming off a 12-win season last year, fell a little short in the playoffs. We talked off camera. It's a bit of a retooling going into this season. Just talk about what you have coming back this year.
Yeah, we've got a good nucleus of guys coming back, but we've got some big question marks too. Obviously, that starts at the quarterback position. Got a good battle going on right now between three guys that we feel like can all play, but nobody's really separated themselves at that position. But having Carter Wallace back at running back, having some offensive linemen back, Parker King at receiver, Kamarion Davis at receiver, we feel like we've got a good nucleus to kind of put around whoever that quarterback may be. So offensively, that's where we sit, and then defensively, we've got two linebackers back in the middle with Wooten and McNamee, Thornton back on the D-line with Murphy as well, so two guys there, and then Wallace did play safety for us, but now moving to offense. So, we've got Rylan Ramsey back at corner. Unfortunately, R.J. Estridge moved back to South Carolina, so we lost him, an All-State player, so that's tough. But we've got some guys that we feel good about in the secondary, and then also filling in at the outside linebacker.
You mentioned having to fill in a lot of gaps, especially at quarterback, wide receiver too. Yeah. Just talk about the process of filling those gaps and the players that could be stepping up in those positions.
Yeah, we went to a few more 7-on-7s this year than we normally would, just because we had the quarterback question mark, and then we had some receivers, and we've had some guys step up in those slot positions. Those are the ones that we're really kind of focused on, because we feel like King and Davis will be the two outside guys. So we, Austin Berry, Luke Rasilius, Leighton Holt, some of these guys have kind of filled in those spots, and then we've also got to find somebody to kind of back up Wallace at running back. So that's a question mark as well. So those are the positions offensively we're looking at.
Talk about your non-conference schedule going into this season. Who are some of the teams you guys will be facing?
Yeah, so Poplar Bluff comes here, which we start scrimmage at Marion, which will give us a really good test of where we're at. And then Poplar Bluff at home, we go to Searcy, and then West Memphis at home. So really tough non-con for us. Obviously we went through it 3-0 last year, but those teams I feel like will be better. We're yet to be seen for us, but we're excited about it. And then obviously the 5A schedule will be tough again.
We talked about going into the playoffs last year. You fell a little short. What's it going to take for you guys to get over that hump and bring a state title back home?
Yeah, I mean, the biggest thing is to get to that point. Hadn't been past the second round, and so to get over that hump was really good for us and for our program. And I think part of it is the nucleus of guys that are back. They understand what it takes to win, and biggest thing is we want to win a conference championship, and we've done that the last 3 years. We want to do it again, but once you get in the playoffs, it all starts over. And I think the biggest thing is to not hit a ceiling before you get to that point and have our kids stay fresh. And so, that's kind of our mindset as a staff and keep these guys interested. And I think they'll continue to work to get to there.